We thought we knew what this day was going to be. A butterfly park, a quick stop, then back home. But it didn't stay that simple for very long, because this place had layers we weren't expecting, and the day didn't end anywhere near where it started.
What they've created feels so real.
I thought like the days of me being terrified by those massive orb weavers were behind me. Oh, freaking hell. I love butterflies. When I come back, I'm going to be reincarnated as a butterfly.
This Entopia place is actually brilliant. You do not walk out of the back of a Starbucks onto this.
We only came back for a quick stop, just a bit of beach time before heading home. But as the light started to change, so did the feel of the beach.
Hey Margot. Otherwise known as Entopia.
When you hear Butterfly Farm, you think you know what you're walking into. But Entopia surprised us almost straight away. We were only a few minutes in and already seeing things that we didn't expect. And it quickly became clear that this experience was about much more than just butterflies.
And not only are we here to see the amazing butterflies, but already we're realising there is so much more to see here as well. So we're currently walking through the waterfall area, and what they've created feels so real.
Within minutes, Entopia started showing us just how much range it has. One moment you're face to face with something prehistoric, the next you're surrounded by absolute calm. It's beautiful, but it doesn't take long to realise this place has a habit of catching you slightly off guard.
I thought like the days of me being terrified by those massive orb weavers were behind me. Oh, freaking hell, were behind me. And then I walk here and I see this giant sign saying facts about gold and silk orb weavers. Oh baby, I look up to my left and look what's in there. Look at that. It's not even funny, James. Can you help me? Because I'm really frightened of those giant orb weavers.
Yes.
Yeah, I bet you are too, aren't you? I don't mean to be funny, but I think you'd probably be a starter. Southeast Asian spiders.
Do you know, Hayley's obviously still getting her knickers in a twist about the size of this golden orb weaver. But we saw a lot when we were in Thailand, especially in Pai. We saw a lot. The guy that lives in this enclosure here, which I can't show you because the netting isn't clear enough, he is massive. Like,
yeah, he's got
really
a massive
is big.
body.
So I get it, but just to reassure you, he's in there. He is not out here.
Once you get past first impressions, you realise Entopia isn't really about butterflies at all. It's the environment they've built around them. Everything feels immersive, almost like you've stepped into a living ecosystem rather than an attraction. And if you slow down long enough, you start noticing moments that feel genuinely special.
I've just watched a caterpillar come out of his cocoon and turn into a butterfly. This guy right here. What should we call him, Margot? What name should we give the brand new butterfly?
Jerry.
Jerry, what a name.
Odds on Pinker.
Say again.
Butterfly dog.
Oh,
Butterfly dong.
Butterfly dong.
As you move through it, you realise how carefully everything has been designed to feel natural. Paths feel carved rather than built, like you're walking through something that's always been here. Every turn opens into something new. Trees overhead, butterflies drifting past, water running through the space. It's less about what you're looking at and more about feeling like you're inside it.
I love butterflies. When I come back, I'm going to be reincarnated as a butterfly.
And just when you think you've taken it all in, the experience shifts again. You move indoors and suddenly it's not just about seeing butterflies, it's about understanding them too. Their patterns, their colours, their scale. And it makes you realise just how small a part of the picture we're actually seeing.
How many species of butterfly do you think there are around the world?
Before you look it up, take a guess. Drop your number in the comments. Honestly, we were way off. We'll share the answer a little later, but it really surprised us.
That's the story of Margot's life.
What's the story of her life?
If there's a way that something is meant to be done, she will do the exact opposite of the way it's meant to be done. Danger is her middle name.
The experience then takes another turn. You move through the story of evolution, ancient worlds, prehistoric life and the creatures that came long before us, and then suddenly you're underground, surrounded by roots, soil and life you'd normally never see up close. It's immersive, slightly unsettling in places, but completely fascinating. One of those moments where learning doesn't really feel like learning at all.
Oh.
Just put your hand next to them, Stanley, so we can get context on how big they are. Like,
Oh God, he's so big, isn't he?
compared to Margot's hand, they're so big.
Yeah.
So, how many species of butterflies are there in the world? Scientists estimate there are somewhere around 18 to 19,000 different species fluttering across the globe. When you think about being surrounded by butterflies all day, that number is somehow even more incredible.
So give me the debrief on Entopia. What's your thoughts?
So my first thought is that I've made a commitment to Stanley and Margot, and that commitment is every time I hear "come on," like so, I'm going to slow down. I'm going to go even slower because this Entopia place is actually brilliant, and I've really enjoyed it. What I've not enjoyed is being told to come on every 3.5 seconds by Stanley because he wants to go to the next bit, but he doesn't know what's coming next. So, and we've got all day, and there is no rush. So I don't understand why we need to come on all the time.
Are you feeling frustrated, babe?
Yeah, mildly. I'm kind of tired of the come on. I'm like, for what? Why are we coming on? But my feedback on Entopia is, if you're looking for a really cool, fun day out with kids that don't say come on to you every 3.5 seconds, Entopia is brilliant. And there's loads more to see than just the butterflies. I mean, I think it's tipped as an amazing place for the butterflies, but there's amazing things to do and see beyond that. And it's a really, really great Worldschooling environment too.
On the way to Entopia that morning, a simple coffee stop turned into an unexpected discovery. We promised Stanley and Margot that if we had time, we'd come back. And after Entopia, we kept that promise.
Now you may be thinking, why on earth, after the epic day they've just had at Entopia, would he be filming Starbucks? Why would he be showing us that? And here's the reason. On the way out to Entopia earlier today, Hayley said, really fancy a coffee. So we stopped off at this Starbucks. But what came next really surprised us. Check this out. So you just casually come through Starbucks, get your drink, and we said, there's no burning hurry to get to Entopia, so why don't we go out and sit outside? So we came outside and we had a little look round, and there's some nice seating area. They've even got their own little beach area just there, look. So me and Stanley decided to go up on top of the tower and have a little look out. We're like, so it backs onto the sea. But what we didn't realise when we had a wander down is you come through Starbucks, and look, this might be common for people in Malaysia, for this to be their reality. But I'm from the UK, and certainly where I'm from, in the middle of the UK, you do not walk out of the back of a Starbucks onto this. So, after we'd finished our Starbucks, we went to Entopia, but we said to Stanley and Margot, if we get time later today, we're definitely going to go back to that beach, and that's why we're back here. Wow.
I think the beach is absolutely amazing, like literally as far as the eye can see. I can see about 6 people that we're sharing the beach with, so that's great. There's boats here, it's gorgeous. Do you know what's really nice? Oh man. What was funny was that you got so carried away there, babe, that you walked into the sea with me and your trainers are now wet through. That's quite funny.
Yep.
Do you know what? It's more, I keep having little moments, like pinch me moments, where I think we get to come to the beach at 5 o'clock in the afternoon and it's like this.
Mate,
For tea.
I'm soaked through as it is.
And when I have moments like this, I feel really proud of us for giving our children this life.
We only planned to stop by briefly before heading back home, but as the sun began to drop, the beach filled with locals, curiosity got the better of us, and before we knew it, we were staying for live music and an incredible fire show. We came back to the beach thinking it would be a quick stop. Instead, we found live music, an incredible fire show, and one of those evenings we didn't plan, but we will never ever forget. Moments like this are exactly why we're doing this journey. If you've enjoyed coming along with us so far, make sure you're subscribed. There is plenty more still to come.